On December 18th, 1956, a brand new game show called To Tell the Truth aired on a major American television network. 4 celebrity judges would be presented with 3 people called contestants who all claimed to be the same person. And this person who they claimed to be was always remarkable in some way. The celebrities would cast a vote about who they thought was the real remarkable person. The host would have the real remarkable person stand up to reveal themselves. In October of 1972, 3 contestants walked out onto the stage and they all introduced themselves as Ed Edwards. Ed, at one point, was on the FBI's list of the top 10 most wanted criminals in America for crimes like armed robbery and impersonating a federal officer. And then after he was finally caught by law enforcement and went to prison, a prison guard helped him turn his life around. And then upon release from prison 14 years later, Ed remained this reformed criminal and became a successful author and motivational speaker. And then after the time was up, the celebrities cast their votes, and then the real Ed Edwards was revealed.
Will the real Ed Edwards please stand up?
The show ended, and then the world forgot about Ed Edwards until 2009. Behind closed doors, Ed was violent and abusive, and he was a compulsive liar. Ed would make their family pack up and move, sometimes in the middle of the night. That year, Ed's estranged daughter, 40-year-old April Blasio, hops on her laptop and she starts typing in the different names of towns that she and her family lived in as a kid. And then after she'd write the name of the town, she'd write unsolved mystery. She found one in 1980. It was an unsolved murder in a town called Watertown, Wisconsin, that happened right around the time that her family very briefly lived in this town. There was this young teenage couple that had left this wedding when an unknown assailant who matched the description of Ed Edwards walked up to their car, broke in, shot them both to death, and then disappeared. April called the Watertown Police Department. They tracked down Ed Edwards, and when they tested the DNA sample, it matched the samples that were taken at the crime scene. And so Ed Edwards, he was arrested, he confessed to the murder, and then he requested the death penalty. But he was told the maximum punishment for this crime was life in prison. Ed didn't like this, and so he confessed to another double homicide from 1977 in Ohio, where he killed another teenage couple. But through a loophole, they said that still won't get you the death penalty. And so frustrated, Ed revealed a third murder. In 1996, he had killed his own foster son for the insurance money, and so he was sentenced to death. But he would die of natural causes 2 years later in 2011 before the state could execute him. Cold case investigators and members of his own family have theorized that Ed Edwards is almost certainly responsible for more killings, but Ed stopped confessing to murders after that third confession, and there's no proof connecting him to any unsolved murder cases, and so unfortunately, it's unlikely we'll ever know the full extent of Ed's reign of terror.